Hello there, kia ora. Look, this is going to be a really short video for a couple of reasons. Like, it's midnight while I'm making it, and I haven't had power for most of the day because they're building something down the street and they needed to turn the power off to connect to the site. So I just haven't had long to do everything that I needed to get done. But I don't need long to tell you that there are only 10 days left now for submissions on the Regulatory Standards Bill. And it's really important that people get out there and have their say. There's a whole bunch of misgivings that I've heard behind the scenes between New Zealand First and the rest of the coalition around this bill. They're not fans. And pushing the fact that this is a horrible bill with a whole bunch of flaws is, well, it's a step that we can take, and maybe getting New Zealand First to push back on it after all, which would be, not a bad thing to have happen. So get your submissions in. They don't have to be long, but they can be if you want. You can put as much detail in there as you need to, and there's a whole bunch of amazing people out there who've got resources and reasons as to why this is a really bad bill. Or you could do your own research and look up things like the Law Society feedback on it, which called it vague, overly Americanized, and not really fit for purpose, with absolutely no reference whatsoever to our founding document, which is the cornerstone of all democracy in the country. So, yeah, maybe we should have a reference to that in this bill, but it's not there by design, and we all know that. So get in there and have your say. Like I said, make it unique, otherwise David Seymour will think you're a bot. And it's easy to make a joke about how David Seymour seems like a robot, but they have paradox issues. And let's face facts, the Libertarian Free Speech Party, who tells everybody to shut up if he doesn't believe them and calls them bots, that's a paradox. It would blow a bot's brain. So he's clearly not one. He's just a terrible person. So yeah, 10 days from today to get your submissions in on the Regulatory Standards Bill. Head to parliament.nz, super easy to find, just do a search for it. It'll probably come up with the past bills, the 3 times that this has been before Parliament before, where it's failed every time, because it's still a highly flawed, very dangerous, terrible law. But get in, have your say, maybe shake things up a little bit, see whether or not New Zealand First actually listen to the people, because they're going to want the headlines, because there's an election coming up and they keep drifting down in the polls. So yeah, 10 days, get it done. Do it this weekend, do it today, just get it out of the way. Hey, thanks for checking out today's video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe so you get more updates as we go along. We deal with these guys for the rest of the year.